Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love reading for Libras. For Virgo. So some of you guys can be dealing with a Libra or Gemini here. I'm definitely getting a Gemini and a Libra are cheating. Okay. I see something about like how they were just playing around and then playing around turns into actually like, okay, I'm considering you. But I see that you're doing something here, Virgos, and I see that like whatever you're doing is definitely catching these two people attentions here. So if these people are flirting and them being serious, yes, they are serious, but they're still watching you. So I really don't get it. It's like, how about you just go have the family, the life that you want, instead of like watching me? Because evidently you got with each other because it must have been very fun, right? I feel like there's something about like a white line, like, and this is where the white line crosses. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people do that to each other here. I really feel like they need their ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. But it's like people don't really do that because they're like, oh, they're really in love. And it's like, and I'm tired of people saying like, oh, they're young. It's like, you know better, man. You know better to not touch somebody else's money. You know better, right? It's the same thing as far as like, this person's together. If this person says they're not together, then fine. That's yours for the taking. But if there's a situation where it's an on-off relationship and you know damn well it's an on-off relationship and you get involved, then it's still like you did it to yourself, honey. I really feel like they need their ass whooping because it's really annoying. Like it's like people just don't know when to not touch certain things or like to not talk about certain people, okay, unless it's necessary. So yeah, okay. I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but it's like they're not listening. They're not fucking listening. That's why I said blame the parents here, because it's like, your parents should be teaching you wrong from right, or what you're going to be like, I just want my kids to be on public assistance, that's why I'm not teaching them shit. I want them to have kids at an early age. I want them to do all this shit at an early age. And it's like, okay, cool, but you're not concerned that some shit gonna come back to you, some shit like that? Like, I got nothing to do with me because they're older. Yeah, okay, let's see how long that lasts. Let's see the next wave that comes through. Let's see if they're gonna let that shit happen and let that shit slide. We have the Tower card here and the Hangman here. Okay, so we have Sagittarius and we have Scorpio energy. So I feel like this is somebody who's gaining interest in you here. They're moving very slow towards you here. Okay, moving very slow. But we got the Chariot here. Okay, so I guess there's something that brings this person to you here, and this person's in a rush to like give you their cup of love here. Okay. The only reason why I said they're moving very slow because the Knight of Pentacles is over energy for the Hangman and the Tower card here. So I'm getting like maybe somebody's like awakening was very slow, but then once this person found out that they really have feelings for you here, this person rushed and wore their heart on their sleeve here. We have the Eight of Pentacles here and the Empress here. So you guys are mastering something here. You guys are doing something really, really fucking good. And I guess this person's like, you're so sweet. So this person's like, okay, I'm gonna come through. Like now is the time for this person's watching you here. Now is the time for this person to like introduce themselves here or say that they really like you here. This could be a water sign here, a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here. I'm also getting like Doja Cat as well. Some of you guys, that could be important. I'm getting, this is not smart. Yeah, we have the Emperor here. I'm definitely getting like this Emperor is booed up with an air sign here. This person is not that smart. This Emperor don't even know that this person is like not as organized here. Sounds like Interstellar. But this person don't even know that like this person is not that organized or they're not in that logic energy here. Well, sorry. The King of Swords know that the Emperor is supposed to be like that, but the Emperor doesn't know. Okay, but I'm definitely getting like the Emperor looked at you, and I feel like the universe is like, this is my way of saying like this King of Swords person is not the way to go. Okay, because this person is not smart at all, and I feel like for some reason they know the facts, but they just don't want to like they don't want to like feed into it here. But we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords here. So I feel like this is you. You're the Ace of Pentacles here. You're giving a lot of blessings out, or you're just getting blessings. Okay, because I feel like you guys are working on something here with the Eight of Pentacles here. You could be the Nine of Pentacles energy, or this person could be getting the Nine of Pentacles energy, or maybe both of you guys are getting the Nine of Pentacles. This person's getting the Ace of Pentacles, you're getting the Ninth of Pentacles here, and that's just you being single. Like, so maybe it comes out that you're really not dating anybody. You're on your own. You're doing something by yourself here. You're singular, and it's only one. Okay. And yeah, so this person comes through here. I'm hearing buñeta, maricón, or some shit like that. So I feel like this could be a Hispanic here. Maybe somebody's Chinese cursing you out in a different languages here. I'm not saying this person can be Spanish here. They can be, like, let's just say, they can be Russian, but they could be cursing you out in a different language. That's what I just mean. Okay. I'm getting like this person says or writes does not, so they doesn't, or I mean not does not, doesn't, because I saw doesn't. Okay, DOSD, you know how to spell doesn't, but apostrophe T. Okay. So yeah, they put like, they say like, oh, that doesn't happen to me, or doesn't. Okay, I'm hearing like also with doesn't, a dozen. Okay. So I feel like this is like a love story, like how you guys like end up getting together, they're transitioning, everything. Yeah, with the seven of wands in reverse here, with the seven of wands here in reverse, I definitely feel like, yeah, I'm definitely getting like you've been around the block and somebody hasn't been around the block. My greatest advice too with people, like you could get advice from people all you want here, but my greatest advice, because I've been with a lot of, I mean, I haven't been, I mean, I've been with a few guys, and I've been with a lot of different nationalities and relationships, like you name it, okay, except for Russians, okay. I think he was like part Russian or whatever, I don't know, but Japanese, Dominican, Chinese, you name it, you know what I'm saying, Puerto Rican, all that good stuff. And I noticed that in every relationship that I go into, like I either don't fit the stereotypes, so I don't really dress in like with the fake hair, weaves, bundles, ratchet. I'm not mean to people. I don't have any friends. And what is it? Yeah, because I feel like you guys need to understand this here. Like, this is somebody who's very young spirit. Because I could feel with the Emperor here, they're very young spirit. They're like, ooh, ha ha ha, like, I'm so excited, like, you know. But I feel like you guys are just like, oh, cute and everything. I'm definitely sensing like a side chick or a side dude here. Okay, so I feel like maybe there's something about like how this person hasn't really matured or you are matured. Okay, you can sense when you're in tapping into that side chick on the side and you know, a main chick energy here, but I feel like this person not so much. This is why they're in reverse. I think you should definitely consider that this person's in a side chick energy. So I feel like I'm talking about this because I've been thinking about this for quite some time, and also since I'm a Virgo, okay, I call myself virgin because Virgos are virgins, but you know. But anywho's, you know, like I see that the relationships that I get into, they're not really that experienced. You know what I'm saying? So, and I never really got with somebody unless I think one person. Um, I don't know how many times they've been with someone or whatever, but I feel like he's the most mature person out of all the relationships that I've been in because he just doesn't move that way. You know what I'm saying? There are times that comes out, but he doesn't move that way. So, like I'm just noticing, like you know, date somebody who has been around the block, like because for me, I don't think I'm gonna give any. I don't think I know I'm not gonna give any more chances to people or to guys that are not really that experienced. No shade. I just noticed that they are in a certain mentality, and they can even get to the point where you know I'm gonna Ashley or Shayla could be important here, okay? But they it's like it's pretty hard, or it's kind of like a I don't think they understand that you know like when you have somebody who's been around the block, therefore like you've been there, you know what I'm saying? So you kind of like you've been through that experience. You don't have to actually like be in front of the face. You can just be like you know in that energy, you know what I'm saying, and you understand it. So it doesn't matter. Like I feel like you know they get with it's just like a certain like what would you like to look at every day. It's not about like the seasoning because you're already seasoned. This person's already seasoning, but seasoned. But if you don't recognize that, like you know, for example, if somebody got this situation and you meet that person and they got that situation already, but you don't, that means that energetically you were gonna go in that situation, right? So it's like if that person doesn't recognize that, then how can you like have a successful relationship? So this is why I'm saying like go with somebody who is able to recognize that, but not only that, but like who has been experienced. Because I feel like for me, like at the the guys I'm with, they're not getting it. They're not really getting it. Otherwise, they wouldn't do stuff like, they wouldn't do certain things. Okay, I'm not bashing on anybody. It's just that, and I really, this is why I keep saying this is how you're raised. It's about how you're raised, your mother and your dad. You don't really need to do that much with your kid. You really don't. You really do not. Just help them with their homework, have normal conversations with them, and just be upfront. You're not ready to be a mom. We'll show them that, because they'll take those skills, or they'll take that blueprint and they'll better themselves. It's naturally gonna happen here. Okay, it makes them notice certain qualities of themselves, and you have to be open to listen to your child. Okay, yes, like, you don't want your child to see that. It's embarrassing, but you had the child and you force yourself to, or you had the child for public assistance. So you know what? Like, if you out there thugging and bugging, so why not show your child? Like, now you're so protective of your child. I'm not coming at your child. I'm not coming at you. But I'm just saying, like, think about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, just think about it. But I just would recommend, for me, I'm noticing that I really need to have a strong density. Like, it needs to be more dense. Okay, because it's like, I don't know what you're getting. I don't know if I'm not really, like, like, being of that assertive, or like I have to wear certain things, but it's like, still, I rest my case. Like, why should I have to? You should just know, if I've been around the place, if I've been around the block, it's really not even, it's not a difference. It's like, again, like, what would you like to wake up every day to? So, I mean, if you don't get that, I mean, if the person don't get that, then move on. Because honestly, like, you're going to save yourself the heartbreak of, like, this person cheating. Because, again, when you meet somebody, there should be no cheating. There should be no cheating. It is possible. Yes, a person, like a baby, when they're angry or they're upset, and they're throwing a tantrum, you're like, did you eat today? And you eat them. I mean, you eat them. You feed them. And, yeah, you feed them, and you see that they go to sleep, they're quiet. You know what I'm saying? Or when you're hangry, you see that you being upset wasn't that really big of a deal. You just needed to eat. So that whole cheating situation, you don't need to cheat. It's just saying that you don't have that you don't, like, the person don't have what you're looking for. And that's why it's important to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Or if they don't know, then, don't go act off of your impulses here. You know what I'm saying? But then that goes into power. Like, did you do your homework? Okay? Did your mom help you with your homework? Or at least did you just do all your homework? And so it's important for you to go to school and not learn on the streets, because that's a different sense of power. Then you go and be in a stable relationship, you got a job, and you end up being really fucking mean or being really cocky. You know what I'm saying? You just don't. You know what I'm saying? These are things that you guys already know, but nobody's implemented. So I'm just gonna keep saying it until people, like, gets it, because, like, I do see on the street, like, people are getting it, but they're not getting it all the way. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I do feel like people are more quieter with their kids. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they're, like, improving anything, but it definitely seems like the children on this like, out there, they're creating it's more of an independence energy here. And I do see that it definitely, there's a sense of, like simplicity, you know what I'm saying? And I like that, because I'm like, okay, so you're on the verge of, like going through your identity, finding who you truly are. Okay, and not only that, but, like, now this is a step for your mom and your dad to, get involved with you, like, talk to you and stuff like that. And, like, like, it's your mom and your dad's job to, like, also read through you or see what's really going on. Like I said, if you're angry, did you eat today? Did you do this, do that? It's important to ask these questions. How was your day today? Oh, did you go hang out with Charlie and stuff like that? And mom and dad already knows how Charlie is. It's like, okay, cool, let's bring her, but let's bring them. It's about that intimacy. You know what I'm saying? People are like, that's tiring. It's not that much work. All you gotta say is, how was work today? How was school today? Oh, it's fine. Oh, did you hang out with? Oh, yeah. Have a conversation, and that's pretty much it. That's not really that bad. Okay. So, I mean, I'm speaking from experience because I do it, and I know there's a difference in my nieces and nephews. I mean, it's to the point where they look very grown, but it's like, I'd rather have them grown and wise rather than being, ignorant and just, like, kind of just going through a situation and being neglected, knowing that that's their ignorancy, or them being wild is the fact that they don't have the nutrition. You know what I'm saying? These are things that, like, These are things, and this is why I say, like, raise your child right, raise your son, raise your daughter right, because this is things that's very important, and it also is blocking the blessings of people getting into marriages. This is why you're all sad, and you're sad because your daughter became a prostitute. She's selling her pussy, or the dude he's doesn't know how to spell, or he doesn't know discernment. You know what I'm saying? These are nutritional things that we should be doing every day, and it is not hard. Hi, goodbye, how's your day, tell a story, and move on. My mom did it with me, you know what I'm saying? And I noticed that that's very helpful. And then she stopped. She did her own thing, but I carry that within myself. And I was like, that was helpful. I ain't saying she did everything, you know what I'm saying? But, it's the little things here. It's the little things. Also, I feel like what helped was my grandparents, my father's side, because they're very like, maybe I'll tell you my nationality, you know what I'm saying? But they're very like, I wouldn't call them proper, but they're very proper, you know what I'm saying? So, and I never really see, I've been in like my white family, I mean, the white family that I've been in with my ex-boyfriend, like, she would say things like that, but I didn't really see a difference in her initiations. Like, I don't think she really cared about like her asking. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't care, like, I think it'll just happen. It's just like when you smile, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll happen. But yeah, I didn't see really a difference here. And also, she did this when he was young, older. So like, I'm not really sure. And he would always say like, I don't, she doesn't care, but my mom, at least when she asked me, I'm just like, well, I'll tell you, even if you don't care. And they would laugh at me and be like, who is this? Who is this person? Who is that person? I'm like, I don't know. And again, my feelings hurt that much. But yeah, like, it definitely was helpful. And it was like laughs, and it definitely was helpful. So I'm speaking from experience. And unfortunately, I'm not like up there, okay? Because we have a lot of meanie people. We have a lot of people who got up there because other people don't have nutritional, they didn't get the nutrition, so they make a pot. They make a pot, or they make a group, and they get up there all by themselves like that. Or they get up there with each other, and it's through not having nutrition. Now, some of you guys may be feeling all sad and some shit like that, but I'm like, it is what it is. You guys are going to get knocked down because you guys don't have nutrition. And when people do have nutrition, what happens? They go over there because they need nutrition. They need to eat. You nigga, you need to eat. So, eventually, you're going to need to eat. So yeah, I'm definitely getting, it's a water sign that's coming towards you here. I typically don't like water. I like water signs. I don't like the King of Cups here, because when the King of Cups is in reverse, they can either like rob you, they can either like, emotion manipulation. Like, it's really like a lot. It feels like you fighting, but we're not even fighting physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, it's a little too much here. So there's a water sign that's coming towards you here. They make you think. That's what it is. They're like an air sign. Air signs are more like logic, like if, then, but, like next, all that good stuff. But like, water signs, they like elusive enigma, all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to slow down and think. Also, like, I feel like water signs are like, they're not victims, but it's like they need to be the center of attention. It's not like they want to. It's like they're so damaged. I don't want to say it that way, but it's like they come off like, they need help, emotionally, physically, not emotionally. So they need to be like, baby, dance with me, baby, dance. They need to be a puppet. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, center of the group, all that good stuff. If you watch any Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio here, you'll see that there's a control factor, you know what I'm saying, of them. Everything goes back to them, or they're the center. Maybe they have all their kids, or maybe they're their posse. They started some shit, like, energetically, like they create the tone of the group. Sometimes it's a fire sign here. And when you really meet a water sign in their power, yeah, honey, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I do have water in my chart here. I tend to like do that as well. So yeah, but this person that's coming through, like, they there for you, they coming for you here. But I just really feel like I feel like you gonna kind of go through a situation that I'm like going through, not physically but mentally. Like, you gonna have to really figure out, like, okay, do I want to get with somebody who's like an emperor? They got here, yeah, with their intuition, all this extra stuff, but they really, they still in this like youthful energy, or side dude or side chick energy? Or do I want to give somebody who like has been around the block? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I've been to LA, I've been to Alaska, I've been to I've been in the hood, I've been here, I've been that, you know what I'm saying? And like, actually be in the fucking energy, you know what I'm saying? Be humble, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna know by like, because this person's not gonna be doing shit. They're not gonna ever do shit, you know what I'm saying? Ever. So never cheat, I wouldn't say never, but they're not about that life. They're not about cheating. They are somebody who is a hard worker here. So these are like, you're gonna see qualities in them that you're gonna see with this other person, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I think I want to go with this other person. You know what I'm saying? Because they're hard workers here. They are humble. They've been around the block, and this person really, values that. It really, started from the bottom. Now we're here. They like the fact that they change, and this other person's just like, yeah, let's have a good time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah. I feel like a lot of people want this person too, and they're not gonna win. A lot of people are not gonna win this person, but you. So I do feel like that's to toot your own horn, but like really ask questions, examine this person, see how they are. I mean, like you could sleep with them. I feel like some of you guys like, can I sleep with them? That's entirely your choice here, but don't let it stop you from like really trying to figure out like what's really going on between you two. I know they say sex clouds your judgment. For me, I don't think it, for me, I don't think it clouds my judgment. I just feel like, I'm more empathetic. I guess that means that it clouds your judgment, but I don't feel like it does. I don't feel like it does. See, doesn't, does. That was an other reading, but I don't feel like it clouds my judgment. I just feel like I'm really nice. Like the sex was great, but I'm really nice. Okay, and I really like love them because I see the things that are, I see the things that not that I want to see, but I see the things that they have flaws in, but they take advantage of that. So I think also like we have a negative viewpoint on like when we have sex and what that means. I just feel like people take advantage of that. And some people may be, because sex is also a high sense dopamine to your brain. So yeah, that could be a thing, But if you are someone who, if you're not a drug addict, I feel like if you're not a drug addict and you could do with sex and do all that extra shit, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know what I'm saying? Like it's possible. It's possible, you winning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't feel like, I am. I just feel like, I'm more empathetic. But unfortunately, I do get into serious situation here. Okay, so like, I mean, not serious situations, but it's like I do get into situations where it's a little like, maybe you should have caught on faster here. But it's like I didn't know this person was gonna set me up or backstab me, so that's why I didn't do what I did. Yeah, I didn't do what I did. But it's like, oh, if you didn't have sex, you would have saw the signs. I'm like, well, yeah, but you probably, who's to say, like, you probably have been, like, giving this person the benefit of the doubt. And also, like, this sexual frustration, you know what I'm saying? Or this just frustration. So, I don't know. But maybe don't have sex with them. If that's something that you have a flaw in, then don't have sex with them. But if like, okay, so I would say, too, like this. Like, if your morals and values says that, oh, I don't like cheating. I don't like any of that. And you have sex with them constantly, or you have sex with them here and there. And it, like, it makes you, like, it kind of makes you like like, okay, maybe I don't have to lean on that side a little too much, and if you do that often, then I would say like, maybe like slow down, okay, or maybe really question yourself if you really value that, your morals and values here, because maybe that's you, okay, saying that you don't really subconsciously, even though you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's you subconsciously saying that I don't really agree with that. Maybe you're a swinger, low key. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I can have sex all the time and I still won't tolerate that fucking cheating. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to turn the other way. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. And that's probably the reasons why my exes break up with me, because I don't tolerate them, cheating. And some of them be like, okay, I want to be with somebody else. I'm like, well, I mean, they don't say that in front of my face. One person said it in front of my face. The others just cheated on me, and I'm like, okay. A lot of respect for the person that said it to my face, and it was a Dominican. So he was like, not Jamaican, Japanese. So yeah, so that was interesting. But it was for his own reasons. But yeah, yeah, I'm not like, yeah. Um, I don't know when is going to be a time for me to like to get married, or like when is going to be a good time for me to get married. Hopefully I get married soon, but I don't know, because it's just like there are things that I'm looking for in a person. We all, and I'm Virgos. I feel like you guys can agree with me because we're both Virgos. Okay, I'm an August Virgo, not a September Virgo. I fucks with September Virgos, or September Virgos always attract to me, but they seem like they be in that Aries energy. They be playing too much. They be walling, be walling with the extra D. So. Yep. But They be wild, wilding. They be wild with the extra D. But anyways, yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna get married. Hopefully it's soon. But I'm looking for certain qualities in like a guy, you know. And it's just like if you don't like own, if you're not there, then that's it. I also don't trust people, like with their finances. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not about to own my shit. So prenup all day, every day. But some people are like, oh, if you're getting a prenup, then it's like you don't really trust a person. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think it's like a debate, because it's like if you a business person, but I'm like, I don't know. I think it's true though. I'm not gonna lie. So it's like if I want, because my ex boyfriend told me that I want a prenup. Because I didn't trust his eyes. Because I was like, the way how you move with money and stuff like that, it's not the same. And even if it was the same, like, I don't know. Like, that just seems like that seems a little weird. You know what I'm saying? Like if we could get a prenup off, like you know what I'm saying, and then have a joint bank account. But what happens if you guys get a divorce? Well, like I'm gonna be real honest, like but if you have money and everything, that's why I don't know, like before you get married and you have these thoughts and stuff like that, maybe that's not the right person you should be with. Because for me, I don't actually yeah, I don't actually, like, if I'm buying stuff for you, I don't like tend to throw that in people's face here. I want to do because I want to do it and I enjoy it, so yeah, I don't do stuff like that. I don't get it. And also money is always around. You can always get money, so I really don't do stuff like that. And hopefully my partner is like that. Now, if my partner's not like that, then maybe they're not the right person for me. You know what I'm saying? Not maybe, but they're not the right person for me. Okay, because I'm looking for somebody who flows like me. Okay, I'm not saying you gotta dress like me, but have the same mindset and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so for Pisces, for Virgos, I definitely feel like you guys are going to be like thinking about these things. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yes, it may take a longer time for you to find a lover here, but I'd rather, take a long time and find the right person rather than, just going through all these people here. And I feel like some of you guys are afraid of like, okay, what if they call me a hoe because I had sex with all these guys or all these girls? Oh, fucking well. It is what it is. It's like if you are someone that likes to have sex, be liberated. Free the nipple, bitch. Free the nipple. Shh. Free the nipple. Guys be wearing they, things out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's chest. It's flat chested. They flat chested. Girls are not flat chested. Some reason guys get aroused by that. I'm just like, well, I don't know. They get aroused by that shit. I'm like, you better look at that shit like, be flat chested, you know what I'm saying? And then some people at jobs, they be like, oh, you can't be wearing stuff like that because, your body's more voluptuous. I'm like, well, I guess it's going to stay voluptuous because it's like, it's not fair that this person's flat chested. And, like, come on, I can't wear the same thing because you get more aroused because it's out there. Like, you need to be raised correct. You need to be raised right. I'm saying, or learn to be like, I'm not going to get aroused by this person's titties, or I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to stay faithful. You got to remember, I told you guys got to keep saying it in your head, and eventually it will come true. Then you may even find out like, oh, you know what? I don't really want to be with this person because you're so damn faithful. You want to be faithful to somebody else, but you got to make sure that person is that way too. I'm saying, but that's the end of this journey. That's the end of this reading. Here we go. And 10 of Wands, 10 of Cups here. And that is all that I have for you guys here. 9 of Pentacles. You guys are really close to having your legacy. And we have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah, it's that air sign though for y'all.